I'm gonna try ASMR. I've always wanted to do it. I don't know if I'll be good at it, but I'm gonna try. So, yeah. I hope if it's morning, I hope you're having a good morning, evening, whatever. If it's nighttime for you and you're watching this to go to sleep, I hope it helps you. And I hope that you sleep good, and I hope you had a good day, and I hope everyone is okay. Remember, you are loved. You, 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 you are loved, 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 loved. You are loved. You are loved. You matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. You matter. You are important. 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 You. Yes, you. You are important. And you deserve to be here. You deserve happiness. You deserve love. You deserve love. You deserve to be happy. You deserve good and positive energy. You. Yes, you. And if no one's told you today, I love you. You're not alone, okay? We may not know each other, but I'm always here if anyone needs anything or wants to talk or just have someone around so they're not alone. Because I know what it's like to feel alone and depressed and a little personal, but I know what it's like to struggle with suicidal thoughts and self-harm and stuff. And no one deserves that. And also, I'm sorry if I'm looking in the wrong place. I just have a tendency to look at myself, and I'm not used to it, so I'll probably be looking in the wrong place. But yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna read some of this book. I'm gonna try to read the first chapter, but I don't know how long it is, so I might just read some of it. It depends on how long it is when I start reading. But I'm gonna read my favorite book of literally all time, The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Just a bit of a trigger warning. This book involves like themes of suicide, self-harm, depression, sexual assault, all of that. So, and if this goes well, I'll probably make more videos. Probably finish the book. I kind of want to make a playlist of this book anyway, like an audiobook, because I'm someone that likes audiobooks better, because I'm not very good at reading, and I was looking for this at one point and didn't see one on here, and I thought that would be nice to make in case someone else is looking for it. So, yeah. And please be nice. Please be nice and positive. Okay? Yeah. Okay. Guess we'll just get into it. Sorry if this sucks. this is what it sounds like. This is what my voice sounds like. If I do soft spoken. I don't know. Maybe we'll go back and forth. Just to test out what sounds better. I don't know. Again, I keep looking in the wrong place. I'm so sorry. I'm really not used to this. Okay. Maybe if I'm sorry, don't disturb me. Maybe if I turn it like this, maybe I'll look in the right place better. Okay, I think that might be better. I think that might be better. Okay, because I just don't know why I keep looking over here in general. So okay. Part 1. August 25th, 1991. Dear friend, I am writing to you because she said you listen and understand and didn't try to sleep with that person at that party even though you could have. Please don't try to figure out who she is because then you might figure out who I am. And I really don't want you to do that. I will call people by different names and generic names because I don't want you to find me. I didn't enclose a return address for the same reason. I mean nothing by this. Honest. I just need to know that someone out there listens and understands and doesn't try to sleep with people even if they could have. I need to know that these people exist. I think you of all people would understand that because I think you of all people are alive and appreciate what that means. At least. I hope you do, because other people look at you for strength and friendship, and it's that simple. At least that's what I've heard. So, this is my life, and I want you to know that I am both happy and sad, and I'm still trying to figure out how that could be. I tried to think of my family as a reason for me being this way, especially after my friend Michael stopped going to school one day last spring, and we heard I'm sorry, I don't know how to say the name, so I'm just gonna call him Mr. V because his name starts with a V. Also, just disclosure, just a heads up, whatever, because I didn't say this before. I really kind of suck at reading, and I mispronounce and misspell words all the time, so I'm not the best reader. So don't get your hopes up, okay? Okay, sorry, just thought I would tell you that. Okay, we can continue. Where was I? Last spring, and we heard Mr. V's voice on the loudspeaker. Boys and girls, I regret to inform you that one of our students has passed on. We will hold a memorial service for Michael Dobson during assembly this Friday. I don't know how news travels around school and why it is very often right. Maybe it was in the lunchroom. It's hard to say. It's hard to remember. But Dave, with the awkward glasses, told us that Michael killed himself. His mom played bridge with one of Michael's neighbors and they heard the gunshot. I don't know. I don't really remember much. Oh, sorry. I don't really remember much of what happened after that, except that my older brother came to Mr. V's office in my middle school, told me to stop crying. Then he put his arm on my shoulder and told me to get it out of my system before Dad came home. We then went to eat french fries at McDonald's, and he taught me how to play pinball. He even made a joke that because of me he got to skip an afternoon of school, and asked me if I wanted to help him work on his camera. I don't know if I'm saying that right. My bad if I'm not, okay? My bad. And it's me talking like that too loud. I don't know. My bad. And I hope you can hear me. Oh my god. I'm so nervous. Okay. I guess I was pretty messy because he never let me work on his camera before. At the guidance counselor sessions, they asked the few of us who actually liked Michael to say a few words. I think they were afraid that some of us would try to kill ourselves or something, because they looked very tense, and one of them kept touching his beard. Bridget, who was crazy, said that sometimes she thought about suicide when commercials came on during TV. She was sincere, and this puzzled the guidance counselors. Carl, who is nice to everyone, said that he felt very sad, but he could never kill himself because it is a sin. This one guidance counselor went through the whole group and finally came to me. What do you think, Charlie? What was so strange about this was the fact that I had never met this man before, because he was a specialist, and he knew my name, even though I wasn't wearing a name tag like they did in open house. Well, I think that Michael was a very nice guy, and I don't understand why he did it. As much as I feel sad, I think that not knowing is what really bothers me. I just reread that, and it doesn't sound like how I talk, especially in that office, because I was crying still. I never did stop crying. The counselor said that he suspected that Michael had problems at home and didn't feel like he had anyone to talk to. That's maybe why he felt all alone and killed himself. Then I started screaming at the guidance counselor that Michael could have talked to me, and I started crying even harder. He tried to calm me down by saying that he meant an adult, like a teacher or a guidance counselor, but it didn't work. And eventually my brother came by the middle school in his camera and picked me up. For the rest of the school year, the teachers treated me different and gave me better grades, even though I didn't get any smarter. To tell you the truth, I think I made them all nervous. Michael's funeral was strange because his father didn't cry, and 3 months later, he left Michael's mom, at least according to Dave at lunchtime. I think about it sometimes. I wonder what went on in Michael's house, around dinner and TV shows. Michael never left a note, or at least his parents didn't let anyone see it. Maybe it was problems at all. I wish I knew. It might make me miss him more clearly. It might have made sad sense. One thing I don't know. One thing I do know is that it makes me wonder if I have problems at home. But it seems to me that a lot of people have it a lot worse. Like when my sister's first boyfriend started going around with another girl, my sister cried for the whole weekend. My dad said, there are other people who have it a lot worse. And my mom was quiet, and that was that. A month later, my sister met another boy, started playing happy records again. My dad kept working, my mom kept sweeping, and my brother kept fixing his camera. That is, until he left for college at the beginning of the summer. He's playing football for Penn State, but he needed the summer to get his grades right to play football. I don't think that there is a favorite kid in our family. There are 3 of us, and I am the youngest. My brother is the oldest. He is a very good football player and likes his car. My sister is very pretty and mean to boys, and she is in the middle. I get straight A's now, like my sister, and that is very, oh my gosh, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. And that is why they leave me alone. My mom cries a lot during TV programs. My dad works a lot and is an honest man. My Aunt Helen used to say that my dad was going to be too proud to have a midlife crisis. It took me until around now to understand what she meant by that, because he just turned 40 and nothing has changed. My Aunt Helen was my favorite person in the world. Favorite. She was my mom's sister. She got straight A's when she was a teenager, and she used to give me books to read. My father said that the books were a little too old for me, but I liked them, so he just shrugged and let me read. My Aunt Helen lived with the family for the last few years of her life because something very bad happened to her. Nobody would tell me what happened then, even though I always wanted to know. When I was around 7, I stopped asking about it because I kept asking like kids always do. And my Aunt Helen started crying very hard. Sorry. That's when my dad slapped me, saying, "You're hurting your aunt's feelings." I didn't want to do that, so I stopped. Aunt Helen told my father not to hit me in front of her ever again. And my father said that this was his house and he would do what he wanted. Sorry. And my mom was quiet, and so were my brother and sister. I don't remember much more than that because I started crying really hard, and after a while my dad had my mom take me to my room. It wasn't until much later that my mom had a few glasses of wine and told me what happened to her sister. Some people really do have it a lot worse than I do. They really do. I should probably go to sleep now. It's very late. I don't know why I wrote a lot of this down for you to read. The reason I wrote this letter is because I start high school tomorrow, and I am really afraid of going. Love. Always. Love. Always. Charlie. How much of this chapter is there? Well, I feel like, it's in parts, so it's actually longer than I thought about. I'm just gonna stop there. I don't know how long that took or how much time that is, but for now I'm gonna stop there. Even if this video doesn't do great, just because I had fun doing it, I'm probably gonna do more. Like I said, I'm probably gonna finish the book, so it might be a lot of videos. Maybe I'll try to read more if I do, like, more sections, you know? But for now, since this is like my first video, I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot. I feel like. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope that the topics in the book didn't make you too sad. And I mean, if it does, if I do this, I can always pick like poetry or something, or a different book. I have a couple books, but this was just my favorite book. So I just wanted to share it because it makes me happy, even though it's not a happy book, I guess. It makes me happy. Yeah. And I thought of this while I was reading. Don't